we get like tipped off by this guy in the beer garden threatening to stab someone, to shank them.
In the day?
I went to kick the door open because I was carrying some food, and the kid was just stood in front of the door, and the kid just went flying. Holy shit.
Can I get one Purple Rain picture, one Six on the Beach picture, whatever they're called, and 2 hooch, please?
Yeah, have you got any ID on you, buddy?
Oh, yeah. One sec.
You know it's a fake ID, mate.
5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1.
Welcome everybody to Breeze Podcast episode 19. We're close to 20, but we're not yet there. Next episode we will be. Thank you for joining us, guys, and this episode is going to be something very, very special. We have our first guest. What is your name, my friends?
Woo!
Yeah, happy to have you here, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here, guys. My name is Noah.
And yes, and what is... Well, let me explain. So Noah is here to talk about, as you probably guessed from the title and the thumbnail, he is an ex-Wetherspoons, JD Wetherspoons worker. And he's got many stories to reveal, secrets. You know, the stuff you've always wondered about what goes behind the scenes.
Inside the industry.
Yeah, crazy stories. And he even knows Tim Wetherspoon, or Westwood, whatever the fuck
Tim
it's
Martin.
called. Tim Westwood. Sorry, I don't even know, mate. What's his name?
Tim Martin.
Martin, the guy who invented Wetherspoons and all that stuff. So, without further ado, should we, have you got anything you want to ask Noah first?
My question should come a bit down the line, I think.
Okay.
To start off, we should ask Noah what his favourite item on the menu is. Get us
in there a little bit.
So, like, I don't know, for me it was pretty hard because I worked there for a while, so the food did get boring after a while. So I sort of had to get a bit creative with it. I think one of my favourites, massively underrated, was the pasta Alfredo. I don't know if you guys have ever had the pasta Alfredo.
What does it consist of?
It's like creamy pasta. You can add like chicken and bacon and stuff. And honestly,
that sounds nice to
good.
be fair. I get that in Sainsbury's, a similar thing. Like,
very good. But say if I was just in a mood where I wanted something fast, I'd usually just have like a burger with American cheese, burger sauce, and onion rings. So like that good stuff. So probably one of those.
Well, I remember when we went to the Spoons in London that time with Jack, and you ordered chips, and you asked for them. It wasn't on the menu, but you asked them to add burger sauce as a dipping.
Yeah. Because who likes sour cream, right?
Ooh.
Not me.
No. Yeah, so burger sauce.
Interesting. One thing I will say now is don't look at the screen because I want to keep the questions, new, fresh for you. So
okay.
Just try not to look, alright? Close your eyes.
Nice and secretive.
Close your eyes. Anyway, explain, actually, before we ask your first question, how long were you at Wetherspoons for? Why did you start working there? How old were you when you started? All that stuff.
So I was 16 when I started, so I was there for like just under 4 years. I started because I don't know, I wanted a job, I guess. I was like 16. And, you know when you're 16 and you're like you want to buy something and you're like you don't quite have enough money. And then it's like if I save then I can buy this. So, yeah, that's
I remember when you joined. I remember when you started.
Yeah.
We were at college.
Back in
we were all at college together. And you were like, I started working at Spoons.
Yeah.
It's really
The
cool.
excitement. You get the discount for everyone.
Yeah. You only got it for me maybe once in the last like million years.
Oh, nah, definitely more.
You're always like, oh no, I can't because it is.
No, whenever we went for a night out, I'd always use it for you. I'd always get us a drink at the bar.
Oh, that's true, mate. That's true. Do you want to just like move your chair forwards a little bit? You're kind of just like fucking with my green screen.
Well, I'm backing.
I did it as well.
Backing into Wetherspoons.
Yeah, sorry, not green screen. We're in Wetherspoons. I don't know what does green screen even mean. We're in Wetherspoons. Oh, excuse me. Do you have your ketchup? Yeah, I had a voice.
It's just over there by the comments.
Yes, that's what that's ketchup. Thank you. Oh, I ordered a Coke, by the way, in Spoons. See?
Yeah.
This is the Coke. I used to get a Pepsi when I'm in Spoons, so I got this. We're just upstairs at the moment. We won't disclose which Wetherspoons, but whichever one I find on the internet, I guess.
The coolest one that comes up when you type it.
Yeah, the coolest looking one. All right, my first question for you without you looking at the screen is, Oh yeah, here's a good question. So obviously in Wetherspoons, you know, the whole idea is that like it's really cheap. Now, you know, I'm sure to make it cheap, they have to cut certain corners, do certain things. So my first question for you is, how like past the sell-by date really are the drinks? Because I've heard that they are.
No, they're not. They're not.
Are they not?
They're
Really?
just near to the sell-by date.
So how near?
That's
to
why
it,
they
then?
can buy them cheaper.
How near?
I mean, fairly near.
Yeah,
but like
how
they're
near?
not out of date.
No.
I don't know, like a week or two.
So after a week, if it's not been drunk, they dispose, do they?
No, because it depends what it is, mate. Because obviously, like spirits don't have a sell-by date. Like spirits don't go bad.
Yeah.
So obviously spirits and bottles as well, like bottled beer and like cans, they can just last forever.
Yeah.
Whereas like obviously like beer, like ale goes off. So they're like closer to their sell by date because it's really busy. You always sell them before they go out. So that's a big thing.
Yeah, because I was always under the impression that, because people told me this before, like, oh yeah, Wetherspoons are so cheap because like, you know, most places will dispose of their drinks like way before it gets close to the sell by date, but Spoons don't, and that's why they're like a lot cheaper and stuff. Is that right?
Obviously, because there's so many pubs as well. There's like 900 pubs. So obviously, that's a pretty big deal to get with like a load of pubs. So yeah, that's a big thing as well. Big supply chain.
But yeah, I'm guessing you get everything wholesale anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, some pubs, they're restricted in like what levels of alcohol they can buy and where from.
Yeah, yeah, because it's such a big chain, like it allows them to just like buy cheaper alcohol because they buy it like all in bulk.
Yeah, Thai pub.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Next question for you. I just want to ask, do you have like a really crazy story? Really crazy story?
So there was this one time. So it was back in good old Chippers, which is Chip City, and
Kip on ham.
Yeah,
Chippendales.
Chippendale.
Yeah.
the holy Chippendale of Wiltshire.
Where you used to work in Spoons there before you converted to Jehovah's Witness. I don't know why I said that.
Converted to Spoons in Aqua Sulis.
Yeah. So yeah, carry on, my friend.
So it was like a Friday or a Saturday night. And me and the lads were just working. I don't know what we're doing. Probably just on the bar, pulling some pints, you know, making some pictures.
It's a bit of tomfoolery going on.
Yeah, just having a good time. And then, because it was summer, because like everyone was outside and everyone was in the garden and stuff like that, we get like tipped off by this guy in the beer garden that apparently there's another guy in the garden who's threatening to stab someone. To shank them.
In the middle of the day?
No, so this was like evening, sort of like
right,
probably like 8-9 p.m. And so yeah, we get tipped off and we're like, holy shit. You know, that's sort of one of a kind. You don't really hear that much, especially not in Chippenham. Although, I guess you might. So basically, we had to be like, oh, okay, like don't tell anyone, keep it quiet. So then we went back of house and rang the police. Obviously, we had to keep it sort of on the low because nobody could find that out, you know. Otherwise, could be mayhem. So yeah, we went and rang the police, and they were obviously very very prompt to come down, as you would expect if someone had a shanking device on them. And yeah, they found the guy who pointed out in the garden who he was, and they came and escorted him, arrested him through the pub, and me and all the fellow team were safe.
So what was he like when he was going through? Was he like shouting?
No, I think he was he probably just knew he got caught. To be fair,
just kind of accepted his fate.
Yeah,
did he?
Yeah.
So, like, for all you knew, if you didn't know that, you would have just thought he was a normal guy, getting maybe taken out for something else.
Exactly.
You never saw a knife.
Yeah.
You never. Did he look the sort of person that would have
potentially? Yeah. I mean, it's hard to go off looks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that feeling. In the club. Nah. Wow. So all was well in Chippendales in the end.
Yeah.
Is that the craziest story? Is there any more sort of stories you got, similar or less or more?
Well, we have had some pretty crazy fights, to be fair, because obviously it's Wetherspoons. Everyone's like, "Oh, the Stella."
Yeah, because
Get the badge.
I bet you always see the same sort of people. I mean, even when we go into Wetherspoons, you always see like the same sort of people. You get the students and you get the sort of older people that like, not to be making fun, but just, or anything like that, but just like it's a certain type of person that goes there. When the older person, you're like, well, I'm not surprised to see you here, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is there? I don't even know what you're saying, mate. I'm a great interviewer.
Yeah.
It's the first time. No, but so yeah, you see the same sort of people. And what were you saying before I said that? No, because you were saying something. That's why I said it.
Yeah,
because you were saying something about the people. just speak, man.
What was I saying?
Just something about. So I was saying, you get all the same sorts of people, the same older sort of people, same younger sort of people, and I'm guessing when you're in the Chippenham one, because there's less students in that area, it's more just the
it's more sort of
demographic.
Different types of people. Some people you get pretty rowdy,
Yeah. That was it. Rowdy people. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like, there would quite often be fights between like, I don't know, different people who didn't agree with each other, or like there would just be like some guys pissed another guy off, and he's like got mad and like gone for it. But yeah, no, we've had some pretty crazy experiences where we've had to push people who are fighting like out the front doors. We've had to like lock the front doors from stopping anyone to come in. Like we couldn't let anyone leave. Sort of,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we couldn't let anyone in the pub.
Does this happen often? Because it's never happened to me when I've gone as a customer ever.
Well, no. I mean, it can happen at any time. I think that's the main thing.
It can happen anywhere.
It's not just on. It's not just on a Friday or Saturday night. It could happen on like a random like Tuesday afternoon or something. Yeah. Just like if someone's had too much, it can go downhill. I would say probably working in Wetherspoons, you see that more often, just because of it's a pub, it's cheap, and so you get everyone, you get so many more types of people. Whereas you go to a more expensive bar, you're probably not going to see that as much. You probably still will, but I wouldn't say as frequent as somewhere like Wetherspoons. Everybody.
Yeah. So have you actually ever like been attacked?
So there was a time where
he hit you so hard you forgot.
Yeah.
You hit me in the face and then I don't remember anything else. Is that it?
No, not really. I mean, there's been times where like obviously we've all been involved and trying to get someone out.
Yeah.
But not so much just like one person.
Yeah.
But
usually like you could try and diffuse it before it gets to us.
What I want to know on the flip side, like what qualities makes your favourite type of customer?
Okay. So I like someone that's quite when they're coming up to order, they know their table number, because it's always so annoying when someone's like, oh, I have to go find out. I know, obviously, polite customers are also very nice. It's a bit annoying when there's a rude customer.
Oh, yeah, of course. I remember that from working in any retail place.
Yeah.
Probably more there with you, because you're more interacting with them, aren't you?
Yeah.
With the table thing, it's always like, when I worked at like the little pub that had a garden and stuff,
had a garden?
It had a garden.
I'm just gonna move
so it'd be like
okay.
People would come from the top end of the play area or the garden, would get all the way down, and
was
then
it
you'd be like, what's your table? What's your table number? And they'd be like, and then they'd take ages walking back up. And then they'd get back and you'd be serving someone else.
That's the annoying thing. Especially when you had other people in the queue.
Yeah.
And like you were obviously mid-serving someone, and then there's a queue of customers, and you're like, excuse me, I'm waiting. And you're just like, I'm still serving this lady. Yeah, and you have to wait for her.
Sorry, just double checking it's all good. I do it every now and then just to be safe. Don't want to get corrupted footage. And, so my question for you is, it's come to my attention over the last year, 2, 3, whatever, that in probably Chippen as well, but when you move to the Wetherspoons, you've always had a very sort of intimate, shall I say, relationship with the ladies at Wetherspoons. Now,
Papa to mind why.
What makes what led you to pursue sort of certain females in the workplace and, you know, is working in like a pub somewhere that it's more social, so maybe that happens more. And just tell us.
Yeah, I think that's definitely part of it. Like, obviously, like working in the pub, you probably like you want to have like drinks and stuff after. Like a lot of alcohol is involved, I guess. So, especially if you work a long shift, you just want to have a few drinks after.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite nice. But I think generally, it's just like, especially if you work full time, if you spend like enough time with someone, you're like, if you're around someone enough, then you'll probably just like grow to. It's like with a friend as well.
Like at the pub I worked at, there was a lot of like my colleagues. A lot of them were dating each other because obviously you spend a lot of time with each other.
Did you fall in love?
Hours and stuff. No, I didn't. No, but a lot of my colleagues fell in love with each other and like, you know, summer's there and like the sun's dropping low and everybody's drinking.
The pants are dropping low.
It's all a good time having some drinks in the garden or whatever, and then, you know, obviously.
It gets a bit spicy.
Yeah, it gets a bit hot in here. Yeah, because like, but I suppose you were like that, but you kind of like, you'd be like that. Okay, now it's someone else's turn, and you'd like move to the next. Go.
Oh no, not necessarily.
You're just a giver. You want everyone to have their fair share. Everyone to get the same experience at Wetherspoons.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, they want the Noah. They want the Rom.
Sharing is caring.
They want the Rom back. Well, yeah. What's Tim? I wrote Tim Westwood because I thought that was his name. What's his name again?
Tim Martin.
Yes, you said Tim Wetherspoon the other week. That was really funny. Like, Tim Wetherspoon. Yeah, what's he like? How did you meet him? And for those of you who don't know, he is the guy that I know. Is he the founder? Is he just the guy now?
Yeah, like the CEO. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tim Garibaldi.
Yeah. What's
he
like?
He doesn't tend to do that much nowadays. He just sort of tours his pubs and drinks, really.
Well, good life.
But you know, he's pretty old. He's in his like 60s or something.
Yeah.
Probably like late 60s.
He might end up passing it on to someone else.
Yeah, exactly. Well, probably his kids. Yeah.
If they want to assume the throne.
If
they want to take up the throne. The Spoon's throne.
No, so Tim Martin is actually a pretty nice guy from what I've met. Obviously, he's got a lot of beliefs.
How did you end up meeting him?
Agrees. Because he came into our pub.
Right.
So what he'll do is he lives in like Exeter, but he'll just like tour the whole country and go around all his pubs, and he'll just have like a little like half pint in each pub, and say hello to everyone, and then be on his way to the next pub.
Did you recognise him straight away then?
Yeah, because he's actually really tall. So really? Should we Google it?
Yeah, I'll Google it.
Yeah.
That's what the laptop's for.
He's definitely over like 6'4". Like he's really tall. So, you know, when he walks in, he's got like a presence.
Yeah.
Tim Martin. Oh, that's not how I expected him to look. He looks like a Spoons customer. He does, doesn't he?
He does look like
the one where
he also looks like a certain
look
actor.
at the one where he's with Bojo. Christ, yeah.
Yeah. Him and Bojo.
Is he conservative?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Incredibly conservative, yeah.
If you
he
type
looks a bit like James guy from Top Gear, James May.
James May,
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I see the
Like
similarities.
James May and the bloke who's the hairy biker.
Yeah, I see that. He's just kind of an amalgamation of every human being ever.
Yeah.
I want to call him Bill Oddie, you know?
I've heard that, but I don't
look
know.
Look up Bill Oddie.
Shall I?
Yeah, look up Bill
But just type in
Oddie.
Tim Martin height.
Bill, how do you spell Oddie? Who the hell's Bill Oddie? That does not look like him. I don't know where you're
on.
Yeah,
look, bottom left corner, mate.
Bottom right, you mean?
Bottom right.
No, I don't see it personally.
I don't know.
But anyway, so yeah, that's what he looks like. Picture's up on screen now. So there he is with his pint.
How tall is he?
I'll just screenshot.
Oh yeah,
that
type in age.
I forgot how to screenshot my. Oh, there we go. Age, Tim. Well, I'll go Tim Martin. It should come up with everything about him.
We want the full stats.
He was born. Okay, Timothy Randall Martin, born 28th of April 1955, is a British businessman and the founder and chairman of Wetherspoons, a pub chain in the UK and Ireland. In 2016, Martin actively campaigned for the United Kingdom to leave the European Union and was a strong supporter of Brexit, donating 200k to the Vote Leave. Oh, fair enough. Free speech. Do what you want, mate. So there's a lot. So it's very much about political stuff in his Wikipedia. I wonder if he sort of asked the Wikipedia people to go more in on that. Because why am I not hearing about Wetherspoons? I'm only hearing about politics. Interesting. So that's him. He's a man who has just...
He is a man.
I'm a shovel.
Who was recently just bought a house in the local area. Someone's having a housewarming party.
We're going to need some crisps and some...
Beef-eaten gin.
Yeah. I'll give you a Jambu if you get out of the shop right now.
Okay, so... Yeah, no, sorry. Talk more about, like, when you met him. What did you have a full conversation? Was it more of, like, a group conversation? Like,
I just sort of said hello to him.
Yeah.
He shook his hand. He asked me how long I'd been there, if I was enjoying it. I was like, yeah, it's all right, Tim. Yeah, not bad. And then I poured his pint. He had like half a pint of like ale or whatever.
Yeah. And where was this?
In Chippenham.
In the toilets or the bar or I heard you shaking his hand or something. So I thought.
Right. No.
Just hand's another word for his hand. If you know what I mean. You gave it a shake while
you were greasing the old machine.
You were pouring him a frothy beer, if you know what I mean.
you were searching.
I put the cream on top.
Oh damn! Used the little yellow thing in the urinal for like a little lemon.
Yeah. Gave it a bit of head.
Yeah.
He gave him a bit of head, alright. He gave him a bit of head, alright.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's why he got promoted. No, yeah, you were promoted, weren't you? How high up did you go on the ranks?
Just a team leader in the end.
And what does a team leader entail?
Well, you don't. I don't know. I had to do quite a lot, like deliveries and stuff like that.
Deliveries?
Yeah.
What, like to people's houses? What do you mean then?
This guy.
Oh, you mean like you go up to the lorry, you get the stuff, you bring it in?
Oh no, because it all just appears in the pub.
Yeah, it just spawns in. Yeah. So no, please tell me. I'm someone, and me, the people watching, we're like, what does he mean deliveries? Explain.
Oh right, okay. So basically, the food. What it does is it gets flown in from a helicopter. And when the delivery comes in, the helicopter, we go down out the back. A helicopter will come down and drop the crates off, and then we just drag them in the back. It's like imagine like a care package in Call of Duty.
Exactly.
So it's sort of like that. You get your supplies. The chopper comes down. You cut the cable, release your supplies. Those are your supplies. And then you get them
and
ready
your
to sell.
barrels in the cellar, they just fill back up.
Yeah. So
you have to turn the light switch on and off 3 times, and when you look back, it's going to fill back up again.
There's a new system where you can place it on this sort of I don't know, sort of like a circular metal thing, and you just place the bottom of the barrel on there, and it refills the whole barrel.
Does it go?
Yeah.
And then
it's basically like a Fortnite chug jug at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There's one big massive Wetherspoons plant in the middle of
plant.
Yeah, like in the middle of the country. Yeah, and there's massive.
Get to the chopper.
Massive long pipes coming all the way from the centre of where this massive Wetherspoon.
Oh, like
is, going to each pub.
So what it is? What it is. So you're right on that front. What it is a big tunnel underground that goes miles under the country, and it's a big long tunnel, and it just connects every single Wetherspoons in the country.
Yeah,
and it's a top secret thing. Like not many people.
Did you watch Doctor Strange, the first one?
Yeah.
It's like when all their HQs are connected with the little portals. Yeah. You just go through a door, you're there.
Yeah.
And you know how sometimes in Wetherspoons, you look and you're like, oh, you think your glass has gone down or you've drunk more than you actually think. It's because when you put your glass down on the table, there's like a double way pressure valve, and the drink empties slightly into the table, where it goes inside the table, down through the floor, and then goes to someone else's pub in someone else's glass.
Yeah,
that is something I never knew. Yeah. Wow, we're learning so much. I'm going to title this segment Tomfoolery. Tomfoolery. What was the training like in Wetherspoons?
So obviously it's very hard, very physical. We had to be ready for attack at all times.
Bench pressing, just pure kegs and
yeah. Obviously, I had to get our weapons ready with our barrels.
Like your knives and forks and stuff.
Yeah.
You just
So-
played Donkey Kong with like angry customers and just rolled barrels at them.
No, actually, there was this one time where this kid was like standing like outside the door, and I went to kick the door open because I was carrying some food, and the kid was just stood in front of the door, and the kid just went flying.
It's
Well,
always
Well, like backwards, flying through the.
The
I'm
chefs
sorry,
are
kid,
always,
but you
like-
shouldn't have been stood there.
the chefs
Did you say
are
that
always
to
like,
him?
oh,
Look down at him. Sorry, mate. You should be stood
He was like
there.
there crying on the floor. I just bent over him. I was like, "Well, sorry, mate. What do you expect?"
The chef's always like, oh, go through the
His
door
mum was just in
gently.
outrage.
But it's so tempting to just fly and kick the door. Like,
Yeah.
so many like Sundays
Any
where we'd
kids
be
as
running
well.
through the service door and just boot the door, and then like your other staff members, the door would swing open that far from their face,
Yeah.
and you go, oh shit.
It's always the worst when you're like carrying food and stuff, and the kids in the restaurant just like running in between
Yeah,
your legs.
straight
You just
underneath
want-
the
you
How
just
bus.
wanna-
small are they?
you
He's
just wanna
running in
pick
between
'em.
your legs. Well, like through. He's like, well, they've
Yeah,
gone
but they
between my
got-
legs
It's like
again.
a toddler.
They cut in front of you underneath the
Yeah,
plates
yeah.
that you're carrying, and you're like leaning slightly.
You just
forward
want to
trying
pick them
yeah.
up and yeet them in the river.
Do you know, I actually have the same thing. You know when you have like a kid in public and they're just whining, like you know the proper scream,
Yeah.
like they're crying,
Yeah.
they're like just screeching.
Yeah.
It just, do you ever? I know it sounds horrible. I'm sure everyone, you guys have had this. Everyone, the image in your head of just like picking this baby up and just like drop
Yeah.
kicking, booting it across the wall. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that sounds horrible, but you know when they're that annoying, everyone's had that. I would never actually do it. But it's
Wow.
fun to fantasize when they're pissing you
Yeah.
off. You know what I mean?
But it was so good when like you get a table and it'd be like one or two kids, and you'd be like, oh man, this is gonna be annoying, and then the kid's like good as gold, and you just be like,
Yeah.
I'd normally like either give them something for free or like. If I had like a stash of Hot Wheels or whatever behind the desk,
Mate,
I'd just give them a
yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Do you know that kind of makes you come across a bit of like a dodgy fella?
It's not though. It's just
Oh,
like,
hello kids, would you like a toy for free?
Did you listen to?
Would you
Honestly,
like something?
I
Would you have
asked
free
them-
sweets?
I asked their parents. I never gave them sweets or.
Did you have a little
anything,
sign
but,
like free sweets?
No.
Come to me.
No, but at Halloween
See
we
you
had a
around to me.
bucket of sweets like on the counter and that like kids could come up.
And you were stood by that all
Do you know what
night.
Cam,
Yeah.
Cam reminds me of? I watched this new film recently called Candyman, and it's about
Oh, I
this
heard
like
of that.
guy
Horror,
with a
innit?
hook who like hides in like the walls and stuff. And he obviously
Cammy man.
gets
It's
the
not Candy Man, it's Cammy Man.
Oh,
Camdy Man.
you can't do
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, Cam is the candy.
He's Camdy Man.
you
Where's your
can't,
hook?
you can't do anything sweet these days, can you?
Is that your like, catchphrase? Like in the horror trailer, it'll be like you can't do
Fuck's
anything
sake.
sweet
No,
nowadays.
but it was just like, you know, I'd just be like, I'd go to their parents like, oh, is it alright? Like, can I give your kid this Hot Wheels, whatever? And then they'd be like really happy. And
They go-
They're leaving.
I guess so.
Now every time
Try and reenact what you would do with one of these
every
sweets.
time I did it, they were like,
Pretend to know he's a kid and do what you
Well,
would
if-
naturally do.
if you would know,
I'll
as
pretend to be a
parent, I'd
kid.
be like,
This is how you would actually do it, so let's see.
oh, you know, we have loads of kids like in there that are quite
What?
noisy.
Oh, son, we need to get out of here.
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
You
yeah.
got loads of kids. Like
Oh my,
that.
where? In the
Oi.
basement.
Yeah, you little tart.
Alright, sorry.
I'd go up and I'd go, oh, you know, we have loads of kids. Like,
What? No,
in
joking.
here, like going crazy in that and like, but you know, is your kid like into Hot Wheels?
Okay, and I'll answer as if you just asked me, why are you asking me questions about my son?
Just, you know, like your son's been really well behaved. I'm like,
Oh.
I might have a Hot Wheels like behind the desk if you
Oh,
want.
son,
Yeah.
go.
Is that a euphemism?
Son, go to the car of your dad. I'll be there soon.
And then,
coming?
We shouldn't be here. This
and
was a
then
mistake.
they'd normally be like, oh yeah, do you like Hot Wheels to their kid? And they'd be like, yeah. And then I just give them a Hot Wheels and be like, you know, have a good day, and they'd pay and leave.
And then you turn it
Mm.
around and there's a condom strapped onto it.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
It'd
I don't know
be-
why I said
and
that.
then
That's
it'd be,
awful.
There you
I
go,
didn't mean it.
boy.
Oh,
There's
thank
your Hot Wheels.
Son,
See you
give that
later.
to me. You don't take things from strangers. That's what I say. Sorry, we're gonna eat that.
No.
Oh,
No, he wants it hand fed to
Anyway,
him.
we're not allowed to.
Yeah, I'm only a kid.
We can't eat sweets in Wetherspoons anyway. Like we wouldn't bought them there, so we can't eat them in it.
True. Yeah.
I just saw the manager looking
You
at
do
us
have
funny
to do-
over there.
yeah,
So sorry, don't worry, we're not gonna eat it.
Keeps looking
Actually,
at
while we're talking about Wetherspoons, that's the episode. I have a story. I probably told you both, but it's happened to me first year of college. So what was that? 4 years ago? I was 17. 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, like 4 years ago.
What?
It was that time when I had my really shit fake ID. Oh my god, Cam, because you're close to the door, could you run down and get it for the purposes of
at least
visual?
I get out of this room for 2 seconds.
Well, we trying to say, yeah, I know. It's it, bait Cam. It's downstairs in the kitchen. You know my junk drawer.
Yeah, you don't understand how cool it is and how it's compared.
Oh yeah.
But you know my junk drawer. The first drawer when you go into the kitchen on the corner, it's right in there. Just rummage around, and you'll see the shit fake ID. You'll
One
see.
of these days we're gonna have to do like Breeze in the Garden.
It's getting warm, so we
Yeah.
can. Good episode 20.
We can do it in the paddling pool. We can buy a
Oh, no,
paddle.
you won't be there, mate. I'm checking. Alright, I'll just cut this bit
You
out,
can,
maybe.
but I won't be.
Just pop the paddling pool, any bin you see.
Indeed,
I'll get
or,
it, still get
or in
to me.
fact outside of this school.
In fact, outside of this studio, you'll get to me.
And it'll get to me.
If you gave that to me in a pub, I would
That is
not
so
serve
bad.
you. It's
Wait,
the
let
worst-
let
the
me.
worst shitting ID I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right. So basically, before I show the people, it was again 4 years ago. I was 17, and it was during college. And you know, me and a few of the friends from college, when we all were just getting to know each other, whatever, we would sometimes, you know, in the evening after college, we'd go over to Spoons and different bars and stuff, and we'd get just drinks and stuff and just chat and, you know, get to know each other and stuff. At that time, I was 17, and so were basically all of them at the time. So I had to go up for everybody, and you know, can you open it just away from the mic so we're going to hear the rest in it? And you know, I would have to go up and get the drinks because I had my fake ID, and it usually worked. But I don't know how.
I would not serve you with that.
So guys,
It's
what
the
do you
loot.
think? This was it.
Everything's wrong on it.
This was the ID that I used to use. And it's like you can't feel any of the bumps. It's like, what even is this? You know what I mean? It's awful. So I had this years ago and I kept it ever since. And I'd go up to Spoons. They'd say, have you got an ID? I go, yeah, here you go. I'd pass it over to them. They'd go, yeah, no worries. And they'd give me my drinks. But one day, you know the manager, you end up knowing her. She was blonde, had the glasses, and she was quite...
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I thought you nearly went.
Oh, was it? It was her, was it?
You know the manager, blonde. She's got a glass eye.
No, I wasn't going to say it. Well, she might do. I don't know. But I handed her this ID and she looks at it and she's like feeding all around. Obviously, she feels it just smooth. She's like looking at it and in my head, I'm like, fuck, here we go. She goes, you know this ID isn't real, right? And I go, oh, really? And she goes, you know I'm going to have to call the police. And at this time, and you know, I don't smoke weed, but at the time, like, start of college, like, we used to every now and then, and I was really high. And I was getting so paranoid, and I just went, I felt like I wasn't functioning while she said this, so she was holding it like this, you know, I'm going to call the police, and I just reached over, I went, like, hold it like this. Dude, let's reenact, say that to me. You'll see what happens.
Well, if you're gonna come up to the bar, so if
we're at the bar now on the green screen.
you hand me the ID.
Okay. Oh, hi, could I get one Pink Rain, what are they called?
A purple rain.
Jug thing.
Purple rain.
A purple rain.
What's it called though? I'm actually asking you for real.
Yeah, purple rain.
No, but what's
A picture.
picture?
Oh,
Can I get one
cocktail
Purple Rain picture, one Six on the Beach picture, whatever they're called, and 2 hooch, please.
Yeah, have you got any ID on you, buddy?
Oh yeah. One sec. Yeah, here you go. I'm really high, by the way. Didn't tell her in real life, but.
You know it's a fake ID, mate.
No, it's the girl.
You know
it was the woman. It was the woman. You got to do her voice. Do the woman's voice.
ID, love.
You know what she sounded like. You knew her. You worked with her.
You know it's a fake ID. Oh.
Apparently, she sounds like that.
You know this is a fake ID,
You know
love.
it's a fake ID, love.
Oh.
Do you know how much
No, is
prison
it?
time you could get?
No,
for
she
this?
didn't say that. She's just like, I'm gonna call.
All
You
of
know,
a
I'm gonna have to
sudden,
call
her
the police.
balls drop mid-conversation.
You're going away for a very long time.
And then she's just holding it like this, right? Just hold it. And I go, and no, I shouldn't do that. I hold it up a bit so the camera can see. I'm like, oh, okay.
No,
She just lets go. And I go, I just slowly put it back in my pocket and I go, oh, okay, I'm going to go now. And I just walk up to my friends and I'm like, she just said she's going to call the police. And I'm getting really paranoid because I was really high.
No.
So I said, guys, don't worry, I'm just going to leave. Like, you can meet me outside or whatever, I don't mind. So I sprint out of there I go over to the other side of the road and I'm just sat there waiting for them to come out, and I think people are looking at me. There was this, I swear on my life, like even as a memory, it was so weird. Obviously, I was just paranoid because I was really high. Do you just lean in a bit? You might be off camera. And I was just stood there waiting, and I swear to on my life, again I was high and paranoid. It wasn't really. It was just this guy staring at me like this. And I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, he's a policeman. Oh my god. Eventually, my mates came back up with them. I don't know what we did. I think we just went somewhere else. I can't even remember. And obviously the police never came. It was just a threat.
Yeah, because looking at that, like, I used to do ID checks for knives and stuff.
I wouldn't show your ID on camera, by the way.
No. But for ID checks at Go Outdoors and for working in a pub, immediately, like, I wouldn't even have to take a torch to that. Everything on it is wrong.
It's just not even. It's not even trying to be a replica of an
I'm
ID.
pretty sure
it's trying to be something else.
It's
trying to be like an
almost
identity.
A national ID. I don't even that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
If it is, doesn't look like that.
What it's the style it's trying to replicate is like the 1970s, 1980s.
1980s.
Which makes no sense.
What's the year say on it? What was the year say?
It says 1998, which when
you
were trying to use that when you were 16, it was just like...
I was meant to be 19 at the time. It worked in Sainsbury's and stuff though. I go to a party, I get beers and
immediately, like, the printing on the back is
it's blurry as fuck.
It's so poor.
But people would, like, shop people wouldn't even question it. They'd just be like, they go, how old are you? And I'd be like, oh, 19. And they go, yeah, all right then.
Even the
it's because loads of people, like, obviously don't always assume, don't always care as well.
Well, yeah, if someone showed that to me, I'd just be like, yeah, don't worry about it.
A lot of people, like...
Well, no, legally wise, that's only a joke. I'd actually not allow you to if you had a fake ID.
No, but some people, like, if you catch them when they're, like, late through their shift or whatever, most of the time they'll be like, you're roughly the right age, so on CCTV I won't get in trouble or whatever.
Some people, I suppose,
like, yeah. But...
Yeah, as long as they look.
Then again, if I was in Go Outdoors and you came up to me with this and you were trying to buy a knife, I'd refuse you straight away.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to...
Because it's so...
it's sort of cool. There's no engraving whatsoever.
Do you know, when I worked in Debenhams...
That's got good texture to my one, whereas that is 2 sheets of, like, lamination over the top.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll tell you what, though. In pitch black, it has a UV thing on it. Like a symbol, but
because that's the main thing that bouncers do, and they use the UV light.
You can't even. Oh no, I can't see.
So it'd probably just fail straight away. I think
it's got to be pitch black to actually see. But no, what I was going to say was when you say about the knives. When I worked in Debenhams when I was younger, obviously we had knives in the homeware thing, and people would come over to buy. And if you were like a young person, I'd say, oh, if you got ID because you have to be 18 to buy knives. And a lot of time people wouldn't think about it because it's you know what I mean, they just buy it.
Yeah,
and then some people get really pissy, like, it's just a knife, like, it's of course I'm 22, I know, but if they look younger, I'd be like, I will get in trouble if I don't ask, if I said to you about your ID now, like, and they would get pissy, and not everyone would, but...
No, but a lot of the time, like, if I saw that someone was at least under the age of 30, I'd ID them straight
What was it, think 30, wasn't it, or something like that?
Think 25.
Oh, did they not up it though?
Yeah, well, some places are 21, some places are 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think 40, imagine. Think 50, 55. And one thing I was going to say about the other IDs, obviously, as I got a bit older, I got, obviously, my friend Ben. Ben, you'll never know which Ben, because I'm not going to out him for legal reasons. Just somebody called Ben, and is that a mystery name? Maybe he's not called Ben, really, alias. No. He sorted me out, like, he got himself a fake ID off the dark web. He got a few of his friends some, and he got me one. Obviously, I gave him, whatever. And it had, like, my own picture on it. It had, like, obviously Harrison Reynolds. Do you remember that? Harry Reynolds. And I would use that, and that was, like, so real looking. It was so real looking, like... and it would when they got scanned by the people, it would come up as real. Because do you remember when we went to watch Sigala in Bristol, and they asked to speak to us because I bought you guys beers, but you didn't have IDs.
Oh yeah, they were watching us like a whore.
Because I kept going up for all of you. I thought it would be okay. I didn't think about it. I was just I didn't even think about it at the time. I thought, oh yeah, I'm just getting drinks for people like my mates, or whatever. And they obviously saw that we looked young. At the time.
They were they were watching everybody close.
They were like, excuse me guys, let's just come out into the hallway. They took us out, and they were like, have you all got ID? And I was like, oh yeah, I showed mine. They were like, oh, we'll just scan it. They scanned it. It was real, whatever. Well, it wasn't, but it came across as real.
Mate, that
They were like, that's cool. They asked you to.
I think we just said we
You and
like
Josh.
forgot ours.
Just don't open it too wide because the lighting will beam onto the green
I'm
screen.
gently fanning the roof.
And then they just said to you guys, we're just gonna have to take the drinks off you. So to be fair, they're actually quite good about it. They didn't kick us out. They just said we'll just have to take the drinks off
Yeah, they
you.
were like, if you
Because-
do it again, you're out.
Because you guys didn't say, oh no, we're too young. You just said, oh no, we are 18. We just didn't bring our IDs.
Yeah,
so they were just
yeah.
like, you know what, that's fair.
So,
Just give us your drinks. Or they and I think one you had, you just poured it into mine and I finished it or whatever.
Yeah.
so the pub that I worked at, like throughout the year, we'd have a couple of events, and like the ones that we'd look for is the typical like one's got an ID and buying drinks for the rest. But I'd always like when you're younger, you understand with other people that are younger, so I'd never like kick them out if anyone was doing that. I'd just be like,
Yeah, I feel you.
you know.
If they were calm, sometimes I'd just leave. them.
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
was like, or if they had like half a pint left, I'd just be like, you know, like, or if they had like the little bit left, it's like the damage is done now. Like just finish it up, and I'm not giving you another one because like, if a policeman walked in any second, then they'd be like,
Yeah. So just come along a bit.
did you
from
ever
the
have
camera.
like, you know, someone who was like part of the authorities and they come in to do the fake underage thing?
Nah, so I never
So they do
experienced
that? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like, so what, they get a young person to come in?
Yeah,
Who
Yeah.
who is? Are they actually underage, or are they just pretending to be underage?
pretending to be underage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll definitely be of age. But yeah, they'll come in and they'll like pretty much just see if they get ID'd and then yeah, because like someone can get in a lot of trouble if they serve like someone underage. So.
Yeah, your license taken away.
Does that happen in
Yeah.
shops as well? Because it never happened for me. Like when I worked in I went to Sainsbury's.
Yeah, it must
I went to
happen
other
in like
places.
Tesco. I've heard it happening in like Tesco and stuff.
You get secret shoppers, which are like, they do like customer service checks and stuff, but they don't do the alcohol checking and stuff as much.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously a pub is a pub, so they kind of. We used to have it in McDonald's where we'd have secret shoppers come in to do like, they try the food and be like, oh, is it up to standard? Is the customer service up to standard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they do it for like hygiene and stuff as well and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, is there corruption in spoons? You know, is there like certain people high up that will abuse their power and stuff like that?
Yes, there certainly was a few instances of this.
Really?
Yes.
In what way?
But you know, it would just happen. Well, you know, sometimes people would just think like, oh,
Yeah.
What does that mean?
it's I don't know.
Oh,
no, that's
sometimes
under a
people would just
strict
take it a little bit
Nah,
too seriously.
That's industry talk, that is, you know. Barman to barman.
I think maybe
Yeah.
he's not allowed to
But-
say certain things.
No, I used to get away with quite a lot. I would sort of just do.
But you know, is
what I
there
wanted.
any high up that people are like, oh, they're just like, they're, I don't know, they're abusing, they're taking too much holiday because they can, or they're paying themselves, I don't know, stuff like that, like stuff that you're like, that is actually corrupt.
I mean, obviously there are things that, like managers will do that they probably shouldn't do, and stuff like that. Like there was stuff I did that I probably shouldn't have done. But as long as you're I think of a few examples. As long as you sort of keep it controlled, then you're fine. Really.
My old manager at the pub I worked at was fucking bonkers, and we're pretty sure like you used to like nick tips and stuff.
That's bad. That's corrupt.
That's dodgy.
There's lots of stuff.
It's not
like
fair on
that.
other people, is it? Like doing stuff like
It's
that.
really common in the industry though. It's like
Yeah.
you know the temptation's there, the pot of honey's there. That they're gonna dabble in what's not there.
This actually made me think of another question real quick. Sorry, what are you going to add to that?
It's like on Kitchen Nightmares where Gordon Ramsay found out the owner was just keeping all the tips that the staff got.
Yeah, that's
and
awful.
he didn't pay them.
That's horrible. No, I was going to ask, it reminded me, you know, when you worked at different spoons and stuff, you obviously don't have to say who or anything like that, but did you ever see people like doing drugs while working, like coke or, you know, stuff, because a lot of people do
never while working, but there was one time where we might have indulged in a cheeky alcoholic beverage that we shouldn't have done on
during
shift.
work. Yeah. You're not allowed to do that, are you?
No, you're not.
Some places let you, don't they?
Yeah. Some like probably more like independent places,
Yeah.
but like it's never allowed in big chains at all.
Like we were allowed to drink after our shift, but you weren't allowed to. You were only allowed one drink. Obviously, if you were driving, they'd cut you off. And also, they didn't like you if you were drinking in your uniform. Like you had to either switch into a plain black t-shirt or something, or have something covering up the uniform.
Yeah, because people would just mistake you for staff.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. Can I get a pint?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
sorry,
here.
mate, I'm drinking my
Down the
own.
face.
And then flick a cigarette.
Just ash it out on them. Sorry, who do you think I am? Oh,
It'd be like the end of what's the Taxi Driver where he's in the street, flicks a cigarette out.
Never actually seen that film.
Oh,
Apparently it's a great film.
Yeah, it's
I
a great
heard.
film. One of my
But
favourites.
apparently it's the Joker, the film. Apparently that was like very similar.
Yeah,
Like it was just a
somewhat,
DC version or something. You know what I mean?
It's quite similar, like this.
Like an social outcast or whatever. And did you think that's why Robert De Niro was the TV host character in Joker?
I don't know.
To kind of a callback. Because it was Robert De Niro, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a character in Joker, so I reckon they did that deliberately. Like, we're taking lots of elements from that film, so let's get you in it, like, paying homage. Should we do Smash or Pass Spoons Food segment?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, let me premise this to the people watching and listening. So, basically, you know the game Smash or Pass. Smash, pass, pass, smash. And we're going to do that with the Spoons meals. Now, maybe I should... Let me get them maybe the menu or a list of Spoons meals up.
Let's do some drinks as well.
I'll just go Wetherspoons menu. The Wetherspoons menu.
Mate, I'd happily sit in a beer garden right now.
So we're gonna go. We'll start with the
it's
food.
nice.
Oh, I downloaded it as a PDF. We're gonna start with the food, and then we can do the like drinks and stuff. Oh,
Smash or pass.
this is a lot to look at. Is there like a classic sort of area?
Yeah, well, that's like the whole
One
menu.
calorie.
So, like the small
Smash.
plates
Oh,
are
I
at
thought
the
it was
top.
smash. What's that? Where's
Yeah.
the burgers? Should we start with the different burgers or something?
Yeah, go down,
One
go to the
frown.
right.
Actually, let's just start with desserts because they're right here.
Oh, okay, alright.
Oh, okay. Let's start with we'll do a smash and a pass, like two different ones. So I'm gonna say ask you Noah because you worked here, but we can
Okay,
all do it.
alright.
Let's start with
So-
asking Noah. Well, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Would you smash warm chocolate brownie with ice cream or the warm cookie dough
Yeah,
sandwich, whatever they want to
for
call
me,
it?
it's smash the cookie dough. I was always a big fan of
You'd
cookie
pass
dough.
the brownie.
Yeah, I found the brownies a bit too rich, whereas the cookie dough is just so
Oh,
perfect.
fair enough.
It's
I
not
always
actually
preferred
on-
the brownie.
Yeah, it's not actually on this version of the menu, but we also did chocolate fudge cake. That was
What
really
did
good.
they? Wait,
That
I
was
don't
served with
remember them
ice
doing
cream.
that.
Yeah.
Is it a Chippenham exclusive?
It's not on it's not on like every menu. It's only on certain
Right.
menus. But yeah, that was.
I remember when they first started doing the pizzas, and they're actually really good.
Yeah.
I had one of them for them. I don't know what I said there. I don't. Okay, I can't see it on the screen, but ultimate burger
Yeah.
or the or pizza, a certain type of pizza,
Ooh.
pepperoni or something, or chicken.
Yeah, it's it.
chicken bacon pizza.
Yeah, for me it just depends on the mood I'm in because the pizzas were good, like obviously the burgers.
Okay, what if?
Some days I would just alternate.
Okay. Loaded chips or can you think of one that's similar?
Chicken breast bites or something.
Yeah, the chicken strip thing with Jack Daniels sauce.
Oh, mate.
That or
Oh,
loaded
chicken
fries.
strips or. Oh, right.
Or chicken.
I'll
whatever you say.
probably go chicken breast.
Would you?
bites.
Mate, the
Yeah,
chicken,
chicken,
the
you can
chicken
never-
strips with the like Jack
Chicken
Daniels
strip.
sauces.
Damn,
The
making
chicken
me
strips
hungry.
with the chipotle sauce.
Yeah.
And then the chicken breast bites
Do
with the
they
soy sauce.
do churros in Wetherspoons? 'Cause
No.
they would do well there.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, but yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. The new Nando's copy that they've done, chicken,
Yeah.
piri chicken, or a curry.
I'd always go curry. I'd
Would
always
you?
go curry.
Curry's
I
good.
think a spoon's tikka masala is actually
Is it? I've never had anything like that from
with
Spoons.
garlic naan. Yeah.
The thing with Spoons for me is I always just get the same stuff. I get the ultimate burger, I get a pizza. That's basically all I get. I know there's a lot more stuff, but that's the only stuff I really get if I go there.
Yeah.
I don't eat there too often, really. Like last time
Yeah.
I ate there recently in the one near me with Ben when he came back. But before that, just reminder to censor that word because I don't want people to know where I live. Like exactly. But before that, I hadn't been for months to eat. because it's mainly for me. It's like just a place to go for prees sometimes. You know what I mean? And all right, here's a good question. Like, oh, you touched my foot with your foot. That was nice.
Yeah.
Do it again, no,
Yeah.
No, I was joking. I don't want to do it.
And I can get counts.
Ooh, we're all linking feet. Would you ever have the fish and chips there?
No, I was never really a cod person.
No.
Were you?
I was a Battlefield guy, mate.
Oh god.
So I don't know this. I can't think of any other types of food to do Spanish pass. But Cam, can you think of any?
No.
I don't know. It depends whether you guys did you ever have like lasagna or. Like,
I'm not a fan of that in general, really.
Or like chili.
I don't mind it, but I wouldn't go out my way to eat it.
I never really like. The only things I really eat when I go Wetherspoons is like a bar snack if I'm like proper pissed
like
off.
chips or
like crisps or like nuts.
Or just like
a plate of nuts.
You need like the easier stuff to eat while you're out with people, like the chicken strips and that, just because they're pretty quick to come out. And, like,
yeah, true. I think if you're going out, the best thing you can do is order a 3 for 10 to your table. 3 dishes.
10 people.
No.
Oh.
No, you just pick 3 dishes so you can have like
£10.
Yes, well, it's a bit more than that.
So
now,
why is it for 10 then?
Inflation. No, it's like 3 for like £10.95.
So why don't they say 3 for £10.95?
Yeah, should we write an email?
Have a word with the man. Which is Tim.
But yeah, so you can just choose. You can choose like any of the small pizzas, and then there's like chicken strips, breast bites, nachos. Load of chips.
Mate, you're making me hungry right now.
Some places do like mac and cheese bites as well.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff.
So I was gonna ask.
Halloumi fries as well.
I love halloumi fries.
I don't like halloumi, but
it's busting.
even when we go to Nando's, you get that, don't you?
Sometimes I just get like a 3 for 10. I just get like 3 halloumi fries.
So, why did they change Jaeger bomb to their version, Striker bomb? Why did they do that?
That was just because of Brexit. It was cheaper to import.
Really?
Yeah, because they didn't have to pay like the import taxes. So that's what it's for.
Yeah.
But I think Striker is I don't know. It's not the best. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
not the best.
I just finished.
It's all right.
Said. Cam's just playing with my frog right now. No, what?
Oh.
No, that's Mike. That's Mike. He's Mike. He's my mascot. So, yeah, because I remember when I was young, like 17, 18 and all, I used to drink Jaeger bombs all the time on a night out. And obviously in spoons, I'd always get Jaegers. And then when they changed to Strikers, the taste was so grim to me. Like, even I don't like Jaegers at all now anyway, just because I've had too many. I've had times where I've been sick from them and the taste was never the same. But the Strikers, like, I've had when I still drank Jaegers, and
we're running low.
I just hold the mic while you're sifting through.
That's the thing,
they were kind of gross tasting. You could tell the difference. I'm like, oh, why'd you do this?
That's the thing when Ollie's always like, oh, come out, it's 99p Jaegers. I'm just like, Jaegers don't do it for me anymore. They're just like, they make me feel sickly.
Yeah, I feel sick if I taste Jaeger. I'm like, you know when you're like, your face, you feel like your face is swelling, you're sweating, your saliva's building up in your mouth. You're like, oh, I'm gonna be sick. You run to the toilet. It's horrible. I don't do that often because I don't drink Jaegers.
It's worse than
Nah, just down a Jaeger.
It's worse.
Should we do Jaeger now?
It's worse than Labyrinth though, because I feel like I get really sweaty in there anyway. So when
well,
you get there and then you smell a Jaeger.
They never use Jägermeister in there either. They use
what? So I don't know what that was. That was
like cheaper stuff.
What do they use then?
I don't know. It's like this cheaper like alternative.
Fair play. Do what you got to do. Make that peas. Save those peas.
They use Regedge instead.
What's that?
Jaeger backwards.
Oh. They use Jagger bombs. That's what they use. Jaggers. Why have they not brought? I know they did it for Corona. You know when they changed all the ketchups and all that into sachets because of you can't touch the bottle. Blah blah blah. But why have they not brought it back? Every time I go to eat, it pisses me off because I've got to squirt a ton of ketchups onto my thing. Go get more. I just want a bottle.
It is infuriating. Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because I think it was mainly 2 reasons. One, I think people would like nick like a load of full bottles, I guess.
Yeah, but still, like don't just get rid of
But like,
them.
if it happened like across that many pubs, it probably lost a lot of money. But I mean, also as well at the close down at the end of the night when you were doing like the condiments, you would have to like it would take like half an hour to sort all the condiments out because there were so many like different trays.
Well, yeah, but it's like that's the thing.
And you have to like organise them all and stuff. Whereas with the sachets, you literally just have to top them up.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, that's the job. That's your job. So don't get rid of it just because you don't want to do as much work. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it made it easier for us.
Yeah, well, I don't care, mate. I'm a customer. I want me bloody fucking ketchup, mate. I'm a fucking paying customer. I deserve what I need. I want, mate.
He's been on the stairs.
Knives
Get the badge in.
Mate, knives
bloody
and forks.
fucking ketchups in my fucking
Knives
mouth.
and forks and sachets would take condiments would take the longest on a night when you're trying to go.
Yeah, I was gonna because like years ago we used to like wrap cutlery and then finally they stopped doing that.
I want me fucking cutlery fucking wrap, mate. When they fucking stop doing that, it showed me that I don't know what I'm fucking talking about.
So many summer evenings I'd spend just dunking the edge of napkins and wrapping cutlery, mate.
Mate.
Do you remember that time
Some
we were
good
in
gossip as
Spoons
well.
in college? We were sat in a booth and we were just like talking about whatever.
The PDA.
No, wait, what?
The public. You know, do you remember when that guy
Public
was
display of
getting,
affection.
tossed off
Oh yeah, tell that story. That
right.
wasn't actually what I was going to say. Alright, let me say what I was going to say, then we'll move to that.
Yeah.
So, what I was just going to say is there was this one time when we were in college, we were sat in a booth in Spoons and we would sit there for hours and just talk about bullshit, you know? Yeah, it was me, you, George, Josh and Jack, and all of a sudden, like, I got my glass and I just, like, I don't know, it's full of ice, and I don't know why, but I just slid it over the table to whoever was opposite me, and it tipped like that, smashed everywhere, it was so loud, like, it went all over everyone. So everyone just looked like this in a hole of Spoons. It was so embarrassing. And the guy came and cleaned it up. We were down bad. Oh, man.
Well, you were down bad.
We all were. If you
mate.
associate with me, we all were.
That's the thing now, is like...
And you were just like, why did you do that? Why?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what it means.
Yeah, you were in one of those moments where you just weren't
being
thinking.
stupid idiot.
That's one of these things though, of like... The glasses have a manufacturing age in it, and then you're not supposed to keep them after
What, 'cause
so
they
many
could be
uses.
weaker?
Yeah, they get weakened by the dishwasher, and especially if someone gets an oldish glass out of the dishwasher and then put cold
sometimes
liquid in
I would
it.
literally just pop.
Yeah,
Oh
and it
yeah,
just
the
shuts
amount
it
of times
straight
I had
away,
that.
Really?
Because we used to have like the blue trays and we used to like stack up like 12 or 14 ounce glasses. And it's the way your hands
I guess it just
react,
loses integrity over time. doesn't it?
some of them would just go,
because there's a little label on the glass that says M and then a number, and that's the last digits of the manufacturing age.
Yeah.
So it could even be the same with this, because this is falling apart.
Yeah.
Where's
So
the
it should
M?
have
Oh, it does.
somewhere on it.
M21.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
manufactured.
It's 2022.
Yeah, so
Shit,
that's
man.
only a year old.
Just goes everywhere. As soon as I realised, it just shattered.
Yeah.
You took one of their favourite glasses, probably.
Yeah.
No, I didn't steal it. The guy that used to live with me worked at a pub and he gave me a load of them.
So Reese.
Yeah.
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 But anyway,
I'm actually in his bedroom right now.
after like...
Wait,
Oh, he's behind us.
What is it, 4 years?
He's got my money back there.
Was it 4 years that you're supposed to throw out an old
Yeah,
glass?
some,
I've got glasses from 10 years ago.
No, but like...
yeah, if they're
in
not
the
going
service
through
pint
like
glass,
the
yeah.
dishwash, glass wash.
I was gonna say, we should tell the story that you were brought up about somebody in the Wetherspoons in Bath. They got tossed off in the booth, and it was one of us.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't one of us.
Oh yeah, this
But
was
it
like
could be
years
Noah.
ago. To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, tell the story, mate.
Where do you? I was gonna say you remember it a bit more because I think
Do I?
you were involved in it a bit more.
Yeah, I was
You were-
tossing.
Because you
someone
were
off.
the
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
who was getting the.
We would toss each other off. No.
Yeah.
were really...
Me
So
and
I
Noah,
think
we
you
were-
probably
Me and
remember.
Noah were. No, I'm joking.
You
No,
were
it was
distributing some free literature, mixing a batch.
no. Basically, I don't know too much. All I know is they cordoned off the middle booth for like a while because they were probably deep cleaning it, I suppose. Because apparently, the story goes that some girl was, or it could have been a guy, but I think it was a girl, was tossing
No, it's
this
a guy
guy
on
off.
a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And she was.
Show me what happened with Mike.
Basically, they were next to each other. They were like tossing my. Oh, great.
I know we control each other.
Oh yeah, like we actually do it.
Yeah, sure.
All of us, so we're in the booth now on the green screen. Now,
The next 5 minutes of this podcast will now be available on Pornhub.
exclusive Patreon members. No. And basically, the guy completed the process. He ejaculated
Only Bruce.
on the chair, apparently. So my question is though, how long was it going for? Was his penis fully out? Were people noticing? How did nobody notice?
Yeah.
What happened? We don't.
I guess
know.
they might have been like sat next to each other, and they might have sort of just
They
like,
could have
been
had a
covering it
coat.
with a coat. Yeah.
Why though?
Each
To be
Yeah,
fair, I
it's
get it.
very
I do get it.
strange.
I do get it because when I was going out with my ex-girlfriend, we would go places and stuff.
Still
Like,
though, you could just go.
She
in the
wouldn't whack me off
disabled
with the
toilet.
spoons. It was actually
You
me
could
and
just
my
go in
ex.
the disabled toilet. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like when we were travelling, it's the taboo of doing it in mad places. Like I might be remembering this wrong, but I swear to God, from my memory, we were on a coach when we were travelling. With just coach with people on it, like a travelling coach.
Oh, like a coach.
The sort of ones you would go on the coach to go school trips when you were younger. It wasn't a school trip.
Wait, do you mean like
It wasn't.
Do you mean like a coach?
Yes, my friend.
I was
like
there handing out Hot Wheels.
No, so basically we were travelling, we were in another country and we were on the coach, but there wasn't that many people on. We were close to the back. There was a few people around us, but we had I think we had bought a blanket or something, or we were using a jumper, I don't know, but we had it over and she was doing things, like grabbing my dick and shit and tossing, I obviously didn't come, but like tossing me off and stuff. And okay, if I'm wrong and my memory serves me badly, then I swear it happened though, because it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I have such a shit memory, but I'm pretty sure we were sat on the thing, and obviously she when no one was looking, she put my dick in her mouth on the coach. There was people around.
Ah, yeah.
So it's like the taboo. It's the whole.
Have you seen
it's
those
the whole
videos
idea
on,
that
on the hub of that?
Yeah, I actually have,
Yeah.
and I was I've done that, and it's we would have sex on the trains and stuff, and it was just it's the whole taboo of you're doing it in a place you shouldn't be doing it, and I think that's obviously what was going on with these people, but he actually came. Maybe he didn't mean to come, and he accidentally did, and they were like, "Fuck! Oh my god, it's all over the chair. Guess get the fuck out of
maybe
here."
it just sort of exploded.
And did they get asked to leave, or did they leave before anyone knew? I guess they probably saw the cum, thought, "Oh my god, that's cum." Looked on the CCTV.
Someone went, "Oh look, dipping sauce."
Mayonnaise.
The secret sauce.
That is
Sour cream.
disgusting. That is awful. Garlic and herb dip. Mate, no, that's gross.
Sorry if you're eating right now.
I'm just seeing how long we go. We're going for an hour. Is there any more sort of questions you want to ask Noah? Noah, is there any more anecdotes you could tell before we wrap up?
Has anyone, what is the most effective drink to buy to get drunk in Wetherspoons?
Good question.
Oh, okay, good.
It's
Okay,
definitely
good,
not
good,
pictures.
good,
I know
good,
that for a fact.
Good question. No, yeah, also it depends.
And also, just to remind you, after we've said this, to wrap up, you got to tell the story of when you were... You know what I mean? Running like this.
Yeah, we got to tell that story.
No,
And we have to react to the Wetherspoons song as well.
Okay, we'll end it
Yeah.
on the Wetherspoons song. So
Yeah.
sorry, carry on. What were you going to say about the drinks to go to get drunk fast?
Yeah, it depends what you're into, really.
Listen,
I think,
write notes, people.
I mean, if you're gonna drink a pitcher, then at least drink something don't drink like a bubble gin or something, because it's just it's 25%.
Yeah, but a gin
It's
is strong.
No, this gin is 25%. Like some
That's good.
most gins are 40%. No,
Yeah, but 25% is still a large
No,
percent.
not really.
That would get me drunk. Easy.
Not
Oh,
for a
I mean, not
spirit,
really.
really.
Yeah, no. But maybe.
But to be
Maybe
fair,
for
I'm
you,
used to
yeah.
drinking whiskey.
But,
And whiskey, in terms of percentage, is quite high in comparison to most things.
What's the
Yeah,
vodka
yeah.
percentage?
usually 38 to 40.
Mm.
Yeah, some 36 to 40%.
So what would you go for then? It's go-to. What's your go-to spoons? Pre's
Probably
drink?
like a double spice rum and coke.
You like Fireball, don't you?
Yeah, Fireball. So
bro.
shots of Fireball. They're good because they're pretty cheap.
Fireball and lemonade.
Yeah. Fireball and apple juice or cranberry juice.
Yeah.
is bang as
Do you
well.
know a Disaronno and apple juice is a good,
Yeah,
unlikely mix.
Disaronno and cranberry is good as
Yeah.
well.
Even vodka and cranberry is good.
Yeah, apple juice and cranberry juice are so
Mate,
good.
the one drink that I can't get enough of at the moment is Kentucky Sours. That is banging.
What's that?
Kentucky.
It's
Getting KFC or something like.
American whiskey. It's Disaronno.
Oh, is it
Yes.
cocktail?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a squeeze of lemon. It's a bit of orange juice or a squeeze of orange.
And then to finish it off, they head up to the middle booth in spoons
a bit of syrup, and then
get the syrup.
Oh, the
the
special
white of an
sauce.
egg, like the
Oh, the
egg
white
white.
of the...
You think it's egg white, mate. It's from the middle booth, mate.
Well, I use
Where they
lemonade.
get it.
I use lemonade because obviously if you're doing loads of them.
Is that what you call it? No, what I do when I go to Spoons is I used to just get vodka. This was my go-to for ages. It was vodka and not normal lemonade, but San Pellegrino, can of San Pellegrino lemon, and you pour that in, which is like an extra 20p. That was what I used to do. But I've kind of gone off now. What I now do is I just get a vodka cranberry because I do like that.
Yeah.
And along with that, I get a bottle of hooch.
See, hooch is also very good because it can get you pretty drunk.
Well, if you
And
mix
you
and
can get,
match
like,
with
free for,
a
like,
spirit
£5.
and a cider, that can just help you to get drunk
I
faster,
find-
and it's nice.
Screwdriver is quite a solid choice on a night out. Like, do they? I'm guessing they don't.
It's quite a good
No,
choice
yeah,
after a night out
yeah.
in that room over there. Cam is
Oh,
gone.
dead.
No.
It's run out of batteries. We're wrapping up now anyway. So that's what's your go. You said your go-to was the spice thing, the Kentucky type thing.
No, but that's not a spoon string. That's just one I make.
Oh,
Yeah.
So what would you have in spoons?
You have like
Screwdriver. Or-
Yes.
Yeah,
you
or
said,
like
you have
the-
like a vodka.
I make me and Ollie call it like a Michigan house party. So it's Fireball and lemonade, and then chase it down with Bud Light because it's cheap.
Oh yeah.
It's making me want to go to
solid choice
Spoons
'cause
right
they're
now.
$1.99.
I said my go-to. You said your go-to. Any other things we want to mention? Cam doesn't want to talk about his down bad spoon story, but just think the people watching. Just think of your own down bad spoon story, and it's probably the same. You know what I mean? We've all been there, if you know what I mean. We've all been there.
It's been a long
Should we
lockdown,
react to the?
Oh yes, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Final thing, we're reacting to. You have to tell me what it is.
Shall I crawl in the gap or something? Like,
I'll just like animate you or something. Yeah, you just lean over when we watch it. Like lean over, no shoulder.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I just type in Wetherspoons.
Wetherspoons song.
Yeah.
Is this a thing? I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I love
Is
it.
this
Yeah,
it?
that'll probably be it.
I think
yeah.
you might have showed me. Oh my god, was that George? No. So that doesn't.
I think
Okay,
I think
so
it'll probably be this one.
what I'm going to do is, might get an ad. Yep, of course we have. Mute that.
oh,
Right.
axolotl, mate.
While we're waiting for this ad to finish.
What planet? Are we
So
on?
this song is called I Love Wetherspoons. It's only got 16,000 views, so it's not like a massive
No.
cultural thing.
I think it's more. There was a clip on.
It's only got
Facebook
1,000
of this
likes.
guy.
That's actually not many. Like I've got more likes than that on one of.
Well, it might not be
on
the
some of my
right video, but
videos.
we might just have to double check.
Is this it?
Well, just play a little bit and we'll see. Well,
Let's watch it anyway.
Yeah, let's watch it.
So this is called I Love Wetherspoons, and it's apparently a song. It's got 16,000 views. It's by a guy called Dominic Frisby Comedy Video. It's got 1,000 likes, and we're going to play it in 3, 2. It's for the edit. 1. Now. Oh fuck. 3, 2, 1. Now.
Quite a
The fuck
nice
is-
looking weather.
This is the Wetherspoons song, is it?
No, this isn't.
Oh, this isn't
I don't
even
think
it.
this. Well,
If you
hold
don't
on.
already know, there's a place that you can go. If you want
It's
to
quite a
taste
decent looking
of
Wetherspoons, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe this should be on the green screen while we're
Yeah.
reacting.
You can quietly have a think. You'll find yourself.
These are all real Spoons people, aren't they?
You can talk, you can ponder, you can let your troubles wander with all manner of eccentric local folk.
Oh, that's him.
You'll find all sorts there. The owner has peculiar hair. You'll still enjoy it even if you're broke. Oh, I like Wetherspoons. Yes, I like Wetherspoons.
He's got the lyrics wrong.
I like
Yeah. Well, this might be the first chorus. The next one he might say I love.
I like Wetherspoons.
Oh, he's got behind the bar. So do you listen to this to like hype you up when you work there?
Yeah. all
Do you
the
like
time,
march
all the
around the
time.
floor like?
This is the anthem.
But
This
they
is
play at the end of the
anthem.
night.
Yeah.
Do you run around the floor with like a massive flag, like
Yeah.
Union Jack flag, and a pint in the other hand?
That's where the spoons I like.
Wetherspoons.
Yes, I like.
Oh, the young un. No, the students. I worded that weirdly.
He's on the pool, mate.
Want some nacho dips?
They do nachos.
Yeah.
We've had this. Christ.
Really? They do fish and shit nowadays. Do you know which spoons this is? No.
No, I have no
I
idea.
thought you said they're all connected and you know them all. You lied! Can't believe you lied. Wetherspoons. I've never seen a guy like that in Wetherspoons.
That's quite cool.
Oh my god.
How did they even get away with filming?
The choice is wide and the prices are
That's you in the club. That's what you do in the club.
got a lot of dough. They've got ice creams and brownies, crumbles and pies. Every day, which is a surprise.
Wetherspoons.
I
like Wetherspoons. Gotta give this a like.
It's actually good. It's actually really good. To be fair. I was more impressed with the video and the level of effort they went to.
That was amazing.
Marvel, give this man a job.
Yeah, that's in the MCU.
And then there might have been one last one if you go back.
No, sorry. No, okay. You wanna watch one more? Do you?
Yeah, I think if we can try get the that one. Yeah.
Is this the Weatherspoons? Wait, but what's the Weatherspoons song?
That's it.
Is it this?
No, it's the one up.
I kind of want to see this one though.
No, it's the.
Oh, fine. All right. Watching this. I hate people like this. I'm awful.
I was shot. Have a look. Yeah, it wasn't as good.
No, the other one was
The
bad.
other one was
Alright, for the
alright.
last one, I
Alright.
want to see this. It might be awful, but wait, there's so many people singing Wetherspoons.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, let's watch this one. The Wetherspoons song in 3. Wait, hang on. Might be an ad. No, that's not cool. 3, 2,
And then-
1. This one's more popular.
Hiya, can I have 2 jugs and 6 Jagerbombs?
Is this Brighton?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
The Palladium. Oh, my one. It's called the Electric Palladium.
Well, might say that where this is a rut, but quite frankly, it's all we've got. But we can drink till we end up on the floor, and still manage to get stuff and more, even though you're fucking.
Oh, this is awful.
The 2 for £10 jugs did it. I tried to talk to a girl at the bar, but her boyfriend saw and he's fucking. So I ran away like a little. If the bombs and a bag of crisps, there's no other pub quite like this. It's where the spoons.
Oh, it's
The
a.
drinks are cheap and the food is sick. Now where the spoons.
So London one.
Yeah.
Make best friends with an alcoholic.
He spelled friends wrong.
It's a nightmare when you need a piss. Climbing up the wrist. You need a map to navigate the stairs, but the drinks are cheap, so no one really cares.
That one's a posh looking one, isn't it?
Prepare yourself for a drunken text. So text and say, where are you? You can see her across the room. Wetherspoons is fucking cute, so you don't have to talk to that mess. There's no other pubs quite like this. It's Wetherspoons, where the drinks are cheap and the food is sick. It's Wetherspoons. You can even make friends.
Free ends.
Wetherspoons, la 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 la.
La la la.
The table's sticky and it smells so sick.
That's true.
You share your table with a big old prick, but it's all part of the experience. There's no other pubs quite like this. It's Wetherspoons, where the drinks are cheap and the food is sick. Wetherspoons, you can even make friends with an alcoholic.
You should do one of these now.
I've just done a lot to drink.
Well, I think we should end it there, maybe. Because this could be a rabbit hole of tons of videos, but... Oh, really?
Oh, mate, I'm dying here, son.
Yeah, Cam doesn't want to.
Sweating.
Alright, well, thank you guys for watching this episode of Brief Podcast, our first guest. Did you have a good time? How did you feel? Was it fun?
Lovely time, guys. Thank you very much.
That's okay. Oh yeah, Cam's here. He's probably, I don't even know if he's in shot or not, but thank you guys for watching, listening on Spotify, all that stuff. If you did enjoy, press the like button and that subscribe button so you see more just like this. We do
And
episodes.
for Christ's sake, leave a comment.
Yeah, man. Frick.
Drop a
frick. Why the
comment.
frick not, you flip flop?
We love you all.
Let me know your favourite spoons food down below.
Yeah, comment your favourite spoons meal. And you're going to be all over TikTok because
Tell
I'm
us if
trying to
you've
promote
ever-
this all over TikTok.
Tell us if you've ever had a saucy time in the booth.
Hell yeah! Was it you? Was it you watching that
Let
got
us know,
tossed
let
off
us know.
in the Spoons booth?
The secret sex.
Okay, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week for a big one, episode 20. It's gonna be a madness. You won't be there.
You can, but I won't be there.
We love you guys. It's boiling in here. We're gonna get out. We're gonna enjoy this nice weather.
We might have to move outside for the next one, so that'll be
yeah,
interesting.
brother. Oh no, brother! Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Pool.
Yeah, man. So thank you to Waitress
Yeah,
for
yeah,
letting
yeah,
us
blah, blah,
film in
blah.
Spoons. Thank you. So we're gonna head off now. We're already in Spoons, of course. I'm gonna get another drink, but we're gonna do it off camera because I think the manager's looking a bit pissy. We've been here for an hour and a
I
bit.
need an ice cold one, boys.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Diddly.
Ciao.